Hello, my name's Karen Grant and I'm Director of Admissions for the Medical Degree Programmes here at Lancaster. In this presentation, I'm going to give you some information about our academic entry requirements. There is a separate presentation which covers the rest of our selection process. So to understand how to apply to Lancaster, you need to look at both of those presentations. We have two medical degree programmes here at Lancaster, the standard 5-year programme A100 and our 6-year programme A104, which is medicine and surgery with a gateway year. And I'm going to cover the academic entry requirements for both of those programmes today. What are we looking for at Lancaster? So we're looking for well-rounded individuals who have developed the academic and non-academic skills that you need to be a successful medical student and a future doctor. We're looking for the sort of people you might want to go and see if you're not feeling very well, somebody who's thoughtful, caring and compassionate. We're looking for applicants who have insight into their chosen career and also insight into the skills they have that might make them suitable to be a doctor in the future. Our medical students train within the NHS and the vast majority of our graduates will work within the NHS, and everything the NHS does is underpinned by a set of shared core values. So we look for applicants to demonstrate that they understand those values and how they are embodied in clinical practice. You have to be motivated and conscientious to get into medical school. You have to be motivated and conscientious to get through medical school. And you have to be motivated and conscientious to survive in a medical career. So we look for that in our applicants. You need to be academically able because we're going to expect you to learn and master a wide range of knowledge and skills. And finally, you need to be a resilient individual. Studying medicine is challenging and being a doctor is a challenging career. And we need to select applicants who can demonstrate they have the skills to be able to cope with those challenges. We have a 4-stage selection process. So in this presentation, I'm really only going to be focusing on stage 1, academic excellence. But you have to understand that even once you've met stage 1, the academic entry requirements, there are 3 more steps before you can be successfully admitted to Lancaster. At stage 1, we're going to look at predicted and achieved grades, and we're looking for excellence across the board. The vast majority of our applicants will meet our academic entry requirements, and so we use the biomedical admissions test at stage 2 as an independent indicator of academic aptitude to decide who should be invited to interview. Stage 3 is our interview process, which is performed through multiple mini interviews, and the final stage is fitness to practice. And as I said before, we have another presentation which goes into the selection process in more detail. This presentation is simply about the academic entry requirements. So most of our applicants for A100, the 5-year programme, are coming straight from school with a combination of GCSEs and either A-levels or the International Baccalaureate. At GCSE, we expect you to study 8 subjects, and we will look at your best 8 subjects. But those best 8 have to include English language, maths, biology, chemistry and physics, or core and additional science if you haven't taken the 3 separate sciences. We use a scoring system where A or A star or GCSEs at grades 7 to 9 are awarded 2 points. GCSEs at B or grade 6 are awarded 1 point. And then we look for at least 13 points from those best 8 subjects. So that's what we're looking for at GCSE. At A-level, if you're studying 3 A-levels alone, the standard offer is 3 As. If you're taking a 4th AS level, a 4th A-level, or an APQ alongside your 3 A-levels, then the standard offer is 2 As and a B in those 3 A-levels, plus a B in that 4th subject or APQ. If you're taking an International Baccalaureate, the standard offer is 36 points overall, plus 6 in 3 higher level subjects, plus 5 in 3 standard level subjects. At A-level or at higher level, we look for 2 subjects from biology, chemistry and psychology for entry to A100. The contextual offer is an initiative to increase diversity in the medical profession. and it recognises that certain groups within our applicants face additional barriers to achieving the academic entry requirements. You should consult our website for full details, but on this slide I'll give you the bare bones of what we do for the contextual offer. So to be eligible for the contextual offer, you must be predicted at least 2 A's and a B in your A-levels, or the equivalent in IB. Plus you must fully meet our GCSE requirements for A100. If in addition you meet 2 eligibility criteria, so for example, you're from a low-income household, you attended a non-selective state school for your GCSEs, and that school had an attainment 8 score that was below the national average. If you're the first person in your family to attend university, so neither your mum nor your dad went to university straight from school, or for example, if you're a care leaver or a young carer, those are the sorts of criteria that we apply for the contextual offer. And as I said before, you need to meet 2 criteria. Full details of the criteria can be found on our website. So if you're predicted 2 A's and a B, fully meet our GCSE requirements, and meet 2 of these eligibility criteria, you'll be made a dual offer. You'll be made the standard offer that you would have got if you didn't meet these criteria, so for instance 3 A's at A level, plus the contextual offer, an A and 2 B's. The contextual offer is dependent upon you making us your firm choice on UCAS. If you're taking the International Baccalaureate, the standard offer is 36 points overall, with 6 in 3 higher level subjects plus 5 in 3 standard level subjects. In this case, the contextual offer is 32 overall, achieving 5, 5 and 6 in 3 higher level subjects. So that's the details of our contextual offer. We don't have a graduate entry programme at Lancaster, but graduates are eligible to apply to our standard 5-year undergraduate programme. If you apply as a graduate, there are entry requirements at GCSE, A-level and degree level. What's required at A-level will depend on what subject you're studying for your degree, so please consult our website for full details of these entry requirements. But regardless of what you're studying at university in your first degree, you have to achieve at least a 2-1 or the equivalent with an academic transcript mark of 65% or greater in the UK. That would equate to, for instance, a cumulative GPA of 3.5 out of 4 in other countries. We also accept a wide range of other qualifications from around the world. Please consult our website for further details of the entry requirements for other qualifications. If you're applying from outside the UK, or if you're in the UK for less than 5 years and English is not your first language, then we have some additional English language requirements. In common with all applicants, you need to have studied English at GCSE or IGCSE, and we only accept first language English GCSE qualifications. But if you are applying from outside the UK, or if English is not your first language, we also expect you to take one of the following. You either need to take IELTS and achieve at least 7 in each component, or you need to take Pearson PTE and achieve at least 70 in each component. So that's additional English language requirements if you're applying from outside the UK or if English is not your first language. So like the contextual offer, A104, our Gateway Year programme, is trying to attract a wider range of applicants to study medicine so that we can increase diversity within our medical students and within the medical profession. Not everyone is eligible to apply to A104, the Gateway Year. You have to meet 2 of the eligibility criteria before you can be considered for this programme. So again, I've given you some examples on this slide, but you should consult the website for full details of the criteria that can be used. The eligibility criteria are similar to those that apply for the contextual offer. For example, if you come from a low-income household, if you attended a non-selective state school with an attainment 8 score that's below the national average, if neither your mother nor your father attended university, if you're a care leaver or a young carer. So you must meet 2 of these eligibility criteria before you can be considered for A104, the medicine and surgery with a gateway year. If you do meet these eligibility criteria, it means that you can be considered to study medicine with lower GCSE and A-level requirements. So at GCSE, we're still looking for 8 subjects, although if you have studied fewer, then we will still consider you. All your GCSE subjects must include English language, maths, biology, chemistry and physics, or core and additional science if you haven't studied the 3 separate sciences. And all of those required subjects at GCSE must be achieved at least grade 6. The same scoring system applies as does for A100, where GCSEs at A star or grades 7 to 9 are awarded 2 points, and GCSEs achieved at B or grade 6 are awarded 1 point. We then look for applicants to the A104 programme to have achieved between 9 and 13 points from those best 8 subjects. So that's slightly lower GCSE requirements than for A100, our main programme. At A level, the standard offer for A104, the Gateway programme, is an A and 2 Bs, although we often confirm on lower grades than that, for instance 3 Bs or ABC. And in the International Baccalaureate, the standard offer is 32 points overall, including 5, 5 and 6 in 3 higher level subjects. The other thing that's different about the Gateway programme is that both biology and chemistry are required subjects at A level or at higher level in the International Baccalaureate. So that's the entry requirements for A104 Medicine and Surgery with a Gateway year. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, then we will be available on the live chat channel during the open day. Alternatively, you can email medicine@lancaster.ac.uk and we'll endeavour to answer your questions. Thank you.